Hey, everybody, welcome back to my Eurovision React Review channel. So it is Saturday, the 17th of May, which means today it is the final of Eurovision, and I am super, 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 super excited. I didn't think I'd say that a couple of weeks ago, but I'm buzzing. So India time is 11, so I've got hours to wait until 12:30 today to that's when it starts, right? So it's 8 o'clock UK time. We're 4.5 hours ahead. So yeah, I'm really excited. I've had the Eurovision songs on all day. I'm gonna go and get a haircut, a celebratory Eurovision 2025 haircut in a second. But yeah, what I thought I'd do is so last night, me and Georgie, we did a live stream, which was awesome. I really love that boy. He's such a good soul, and he definitely brings the best out of me. And I messaged him. I caught up with the semi-final two yesterday, not live because yeah, I'm unable to watch it. Yeah, like I said, it's 12:30 past midnight in India, so I'm 38 coming on 39 now, so I need at least 6 hours sleep for work, or I'm a dragon and everyone will hate me. So I've just been watching them after the fact. So I came home from work and put it on, and I was just really getting into Eurovision. And I messaged him saying, what are you up to? And he's like, I've got free 2 hours. Do you want to go live? I haven't done anything and I haven't done any content on my channel for ages. I'm a little bit nervous about it. Uh, Help a brother out. And he was like, yeah, sure. And we had the best time. If you haven't seen it, I've managed to postcard it so you can skip different parts if it's not of your wanting. And then obviously I was saying throughout that video, or hinting, kind of like apologizing profusely, that obviously I've not been on my channel for a while, and kind of basically stating, I will at some point kind of give a bit more of a picture about why that was. So firstly, a huge apology. Yeah, the last few months I haven't posted anything on my channel, and literally there's been some amazing people, and I've seen on my YouTube channel now, because I've re-engaged with it, that have reached out asking if I'm okay. People on social media just checking in, and it was really, when my head is somewhere else, I do this thing which my friends and family hate, where I kind of close myself off. And that's normally a kind of cue when people know if things aren't great, is I isolate myself rather than reaching out. So also being reflective on the fact that people have messaged me and I haven't necessarily messaged them because I didn't really know what to say. So I'm trying to message people back now, doing the humane thing of actually responding to communication, particularly when it comes from a beautiful place of just checking in on me. If I haven't messaged you back yet, I'm gonna get there. I'm sorry. I'm trying to go through my messages on social media. So yeah, this video is a positive video because, like I said, I'm buzzing, super buzzing for tonight. But just to give you a bit of context, so yeah, my last video was reacting to Spain's revamp, where I was euphoric about it. I was in Bangkok and I was loving life. And then basically things just kind of changed a little bit. I came back to India. If you follow my channel, you know that my videos tend to be in excess of 25 minutes. I've tried to get away from kind of one song reactions. I don't really like them, and I kind of want to deviate away from that, and have done so this season. And so as a result, it's very time consuming, and I'm not complaining about the fact that it was taking time, but I was just to the point where I was like, I would record on Saturday morning, I would edit throughout Saturday, and then it'd be 3 or 4 on Saturday, and the day's kind of gone. And so I'd moved to this amazing country. I'd moved back to India, my choice. I've lived here before, to live and breathe in this country, and I was just in my apartment editing. And I know that there are ways around that. I can cut it shorter. I can not be so thorough. But I got to a particular standard, and I've got to a particular USP in regards to what my channel is, that if I deviated away from that, I'd kind of deviate from like a year or 2 year in the making of trying to, do content that I want to create and feel proud of. So I'm also one of these people that if I don't do it properly, I don't do it at all. uh, in life generally. So I don't really necessarily do things half-assed. Bit of a perfectionist in that way. So obviously I was thinking, okay, so I can obviously cut down the editing to a point. I can talk less. And I was like, no, I either do this the way I want to do it, or I don't do it at all. Two extremes. I think that's pretty much my life, living it on two extremes, which can be quite problematic. Um, I also, and I mean, I've hinted to this to a point. I do also have quite bad anxiety, so I'm really good at managing it. And the channel itself was becoming a source of anxiety. I know it sounds so pathetic and so materialistic, and I know that there are serious things going in the world and in people's lives. But I would wake up being like, right, I haven't done that national final, and I would be going through my day being like, I need to do that national final, and I'd come home, I wouldn't be in a great mood, and then I'd be putting pressure on myself to do it. And then yeah, it was a source of anxiety where before I was able to manage it, maybe there was a crunch time at work and I wasn't able to do the things together. And then basically, I think I was getting to the point also where all of my favorites in the national finals didn't win. There's a few, like Luxembourg, for example, and like it wasn't even like my second favorite had won kind of thing. And like I was like obviously collecting all of the winning songs that were going to Eurovision on a playlist, and I was listening to it, and I was like, for my national final playlist. So my excitement for Eurovision 2025 was slightly depleting. And I think I also haven't built anyone around me in India that have managed to kind of share or at least love me enough to pretend to care about Eurovision. I think everywhere I've lived in the world, I've managed to connect with people that even if they didn't know Eurovision, they connect with me, they know that I like it, and then I can get them into it. Some might call it indoctrination. But I haven't got that crew this year. Like so much so, like tonight for the first time ever. Maybe if I was 8 or 9 at home, I may have watched it on my own. But in like living memory, tonight's been the first time I'm ever gonna watch it on my own. So even the last time I was in India, I managed to have like a group of people who genuinely cared about me, and like literally we went out and we came back to my apartment at midnight, and then we watched it, and then only me and one person managed to survive the night. Everyone else just fell asleep. But still, so it's going to be quite interesting tonight to watch it on my own. But more to the point, I haven't had anyone around me to kind of feed off. So I've been kind of doing it solo. Obviously, I've be able to do that, obviously, electronically, and that's been great. But I think also knowing in my head, I was like, I think I'm going to be watching Eurovision alone this year. And so that's a shame. And then, oh yeah, I got rejected from press. I mean, this obviously was like so much effort and work to get to last year and be able to be in person in the press center in Malmo. And then obviously I knew I couldn't be in Basel this year. And I was like, I'll apply online. I've always had online. I had online before I was able to go in person. It's great. And then in my head, I was like, that'd be amazing because I can't actually watch the live shows because it's too late. But it means I get to, by the time I get home, I'll be able to watch like the dress rehearsals. So I'll actually get to watch Eurovision live, kind of. And I was like, perfect. Selfishly, like a blessing of this channel is you know, I think all YouTube creators, none of us are professionals. We're just Eurovision fan geeks that are able to utilize this love to create content and then take advantage of it. I mean, yeah, so I was just going through memorabilia. So this is my Barcelona Eurovision press pass. This is my pre-party Madrid press pass. Like all of these things I couldn't do if I didn't have this channel and if I didn't have you guys watching. So fundamentally, content creators, they're not professionals. They're so fortunate to be able to connect with Eurovision fans and take that platform to become uber Eurovision fans and take advantage of the opportunities that we get. And so I was like, I'll get online. I'll get online. I don't know if I did something wrong. Like, I just was, not arrogantly, I was like quite shocked when I got rejected. I'm not the only one that got rejected this year. That did provide some solace, and I have communicated with other content creators that got rejected. And I was like, oh no. But I mean, I didn't go to social media about it. I didn't cry about it. I didn't have anyone around me who would really care, to be honest. So I was like, oh, okay. And then obviously it was coming up to the preview party season. As I said, like I mean, last year I knew I was leaving Milan, and I was fortunate to be on okay money in Milan, not now in India. And so I did them all. So what were the ones last year? I did every single one because like I knew I wanted to come back to India, and I knew it was a huge sacrifice Eurovision wise, and it's played out this year. Like I have felt it. Like my love of being in India is enough, but like obviously on social media when the preview parties were happening, and obviously my close friends and people that I create content with was going, and I was like, oh, how do you feel about this? So yeah, last year, what was it? Madrid, Barcelona, didn't do London, Amsterdam, the pre-party at Melfest, and Mankhagen. Oh, it's now Mankhagen. It was whatever it was last year. And so didn't have any of that. So I didn't have any of that excitement and buzz going into Eurovision either. And it was okay. And now it seems every man and his dog is in Eurovision at this moment in time. And people that said they couldn't go because they couldn't afford it, I think Eurovision fans, I think you just find the money, don't you? I think you just get wind everyone's going, and you're like, do you know what? Sell a kidney. But just geographically, it's just not possible for me to be there. I didn't even check if there was direct flight between Bangalore and Basel. I don't think there is. So, yeah, and I've not necessarily got a job where I can take time off when I want to take it off either. So all of these things together, plus, I think the other thing that I opened up about last night, listen, it's Eurovision Day. Let's not be negative about anything. Let's all be positive, positive, positive. This video hopefully is positive in tone. It was the first year in a very long time where I just couldn't hype myself up about our song. And I love the UK song. So I've got all my flags ready for tonight to wave on my own. I am a proud Brit. I'm such a proud Brit. And I'm so patriotic. Not enough where Eurovision results destroy me or destroy my soul. But yeah, like I've been so blessed to be able to fall in love with our songs. Like I said last night, I loved Electro Velvet. I loved Electro Velvet. I knew it was gonna tank. I loved Surrey's Storm. I knew it was gonna tank, but like when those 3 minutes are on, I'm like, I don't care if this is coming last. I love it. And I said last night, the only song where I was impartial to was Joe and Jake. And this is very Joe and Jake for me. Like, I love the girls, and I'm not sending any negativity their way at all. It's just strange that as I look at the songs that I've listened to this year, it's one of the songs that I've listened to the least. But I think psychologically I am coming around to it. Like, I don't know, maybe things didn't align previously, but I listened to it quite a bit yesterday. And listen, I'll watch those girls and I'll be so proud. But yeah, I think that added to everything, like I said, like collectively, all of those factors. And as I said, I'm quite extreme. I either do things the way I want it, or I just completely separate myself completely, which has meant that I didn't create and I haven't created content on my channel for a while. And when I would start feeling guilty about it, I would just have to stop thinking about it, because like I knew that I was just not gonna engage with content this season and see how I felt next season. And I think last week when the dress rehearsals started, like I couldn't get away with it. Like Eurovision was everywhere. And so I started to obviously get into it. And then I thought, it's a bit late now. Like, I think content creators, I respect the ones that stay on the journey throughout. And then people that follow those channels can stay with them and follow that journey with them. And I was like, well, I've had a break. It's a bit inauthentic if I then stop in and be like, oh, hey, because I've not been part of any of the discussions leading up to. Like, I wasn't engaging with the performances at the preview parties. I didn't know necessarily who were the fan favorites. I kind of knew who the favorites were because I'm not completely disengaged with reality. And so I didn't also know what value I could add either, because the content creators that I follow, they're all in Basel. So they're all creating amazing content. And what am I going to say? Oh, I finally listened to Iceland and I like it. So yesterday, I think, was definitely just me just re-engaging in a genuine effort to try and create something on my channel that is authentic to me and that I'm proud of. So, and conversations with Georgie are always a no-brainer. So yeah. So there we go. So I think I'm back in the game. Like I said, I don't know how much I have to add on my channel realistically compared to others. But after this video, I want to do one video before the final, just about my excitement for tonight. And yeah, and then me and Georgie are going to go live tomorrow to discuss the results, and the semi-final results should be out as well. But I just want to, again, apologize. Please do accept my apology. And hopefully this video has clarity in a way that it's understandable, even if people don't necessarily get it. But yeah, there we go. All right, so I'm going to stop there because I need to create my second video in a sec. But just want to say a huge thank you to the people who've reached out. Huge thank you to people in the comments last night who wrote some very lovely stuff and are continuing to write under that video as well. I really, really appreciate it. So, Eurovision Grand Final day. Happy, happy, happy day. And I will see you in the next video.